figure out a way how to turn anti-transporter fields to keep them.
If they're infecting people that have been on the ship already and they can get someone's memory, the thing about the ship.
You might have a point.
No.
The source of this thing, if we are able to if we take engineering back from them, we could potentially stop all of this all at once. That's what he says, anyway.
Well, if we take engineering back, there is no way for us to get out of here. The warp core is toast. We don't have a spare warp core just laying about. We're literally dead in the water.
Dead in space.
You know my terminology.
Dead space. Oh god, we're in dead.
I say Tefnin gets the long distance transporter up and operating, get us teleported to an inhabited planet so we can radio in to the Starfleet, and we self-destruct this one.
So basically, we're abandoning ship. Is what I missed.
Yes.
I see.
Borg has infected the entire engineering bay, med bay.
I want to try to retake engineering and cut this off before anything else happens. Contain the folks in that one med bay.
The bay that I was in, I don't know if they know any way around it. There was quite a few people in there, and if some years or someone that knows how to teleport out of the force field, they might have already gotten out.
Plus the people above the warp.
Yeah.
Sir, we have tried to. We cannot kill them. The only way we killed one of them is blowing up a computer station next to one of them.
And they seem to adapt very quickly. Everything that we do to them, they just learn and form new barriers or weapons against us.
We do not have the manpower or firepower to fight them.
He is staring at y'all in disbelief. He says, "This is a Galaxy-class starship. There has got to be a way to retake it."
Nope. Blow it up.
I'm good at security and helping out with healing.
You see him start to visibly break down.
Can't blow up my ship. This is my ship. I'm just a pilot, but...
Sir, this is just a ship. I would rather save the remaining lives that we can than endangering them on some stupid conquest to save an inanimate object.
He says, "Computer, initiate self-destruct sequence, blah, 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 blah." And the computer says, does the first officer comply?
Tefne, do you think you can get us out of here in time?
I will certainly do my...
The second officer concur, meaning which one of y'all is the second officer?
Well, I'm first officer. Tefnig is the engineer. Dan is the pilot. I don't.
I'm just security, so I don't know.
So, Chris, you're a department head. You get to make the choice.
With a choice about what?
To whether or not you concur or not.
Oh, then yeah.
Okay. Auto destruct sequence has been activated. Please state countdown sequence. The captain asks, how long will it take y'all to get everyone to escape pod? How long will it take y'all to get to an escape pod or an escape craft?
Shouldn't take long at all with local.
So the captain is like, okay, computer, set it for a 5-minute auto destruct countdown.
But Captain, that's not enough time for me to say goodbye.
What?
It's just a ship.
I'm a pilot. Ship is my vessel.
So we actually need to was what 4 minutes before something else happened? There's another warning countdown, right?
No, you heard the Borg voices in engineering say reactor containment reestablished.
Oh. Okay.
Alright, 5 minutes it is. Technic, start transporting all the non-essential personnel to the escape pods. We will be the last ones to go.
I touch the controls and I'm like, goodbye. You've been so good to me.
As everyone starts to leave the ship or start getting to their escape pods and whatnot, about 3/4 of the way through, while y'all are still on board, you hear over the comm system, over the computer system, shutdown sequence deactivate.
Oh. Oh, she lives.
Not shutdown sequence, self-destruct sequence deactivate.
Technic.
We're gonna have to manually blow it up. I mean, her up.
So, Technic, do we access chits?
Check.
You don't. If you're on the bridge, you could tell. I'm going to assume with y'all trying to abandon ship, you're not on the bridge, so you cannot tell whether.
We were staying on the bridge while everybody else was getting evacuated. That's what I told everybody.
Alright, well, if you're on the bridge, your weapon systems are not up.
Technic, do you think you can try to overcharge our main cannon to explode, causing a chain reaction?
I can try.
Roll me an engineering, Chris.
Oh, that's a nat 20.
Yes, you are more than capable of doing it. It requires you to be an engineering.
Ooh, which means I'm gonna die too.
Die. As soon as you set it to start overcharging, you will yourself to an escape.
Does that even seem?
Restarting is how you would do it.
But didn't you say I couldn't get the warp core up?
I did not say that. I said the warp core is.
Oh.
I thought you said it was inoperable.
I said it was shut down.
Shut down and access it.
I thought you told me that it was dead, but okay.
It appeared as dead in the sense of it's not running.
Okay, well then,
All right, Technic.
That's what I was trying to convey.
Very well, then. I guess I'm
we're
gonna
not. I guess since it's not dead, we're gonna go restart it and teleport all these Borgs and infected people off our ship into the vacuum of space.
I like that idea.
Yeah, my bad. I thought I heard him say it was like dead or something.
No, the warp core is fully capable of being restarted. It's just one of those things that takes a while to do, and while you were trying to assess what was happening, that's when you saw those things.
Oh, okay.
And you basically stopped everything you were doing. It's like, what the hell is that type of reaction?
Okay. Alright, then I'm gonna go back to engineering or to the warp core and try to restart it then.
I will
Are
come
you
back
taking
up.
anyone with you?
Volunteers.
Is the warp
I'll be
core
your
like?
backup. Or I'll back you up.
If we blew up the warp core with detonations, would that cause a chain reaction for the whole ship?
Yes.
Well,
If
again,
we can
we
save
can
it-
just if we get the warp core up, we can move the Borg out of here.
All of them, right?
Maybe.
Well, if we can't, we will just detonate it.
Yeah.
Have charges on you at the time, so if something goes wrong, you could set detonators down
I'm
with the
not
timer on
carrying-
it and then leave.
I'm not carrying it. I got fans to appeal to. I don't want to blow up.
Anyway, so whoever's coming with me, I'm going to go to the warp core. So,
I am coming with. I will back you up.
I'll back you up.
The captain has said he is going to go with you as well. It's his ship. He needs to be there to try to get the to try to help save it.
Okay. Oh, you're gonna get to an escape off of this ship, so you do not get infected by the Borg.
Captain's prerogative, son. It's my ship. I need to see her through.
Don't make me start a mutiny.
Sir, if there you know of and the Borg gets you, will that affect the rest of your crew?
Shouldn't.
Okay. Then you can come with.
So y'all are able to get down onto deck 36, which is where the main engineering is, without much trouble. The ship is pretty much cleared. People are still in the escape pods waiting for the escape pod launch sequence to happen, but nothing's happening. You get to about 2 intersections before you get to where main engineering is, across one of the Borg that are down there.
Chris, transport us.
Yeah, I was gonna say, why didn't we just teleport into the?
That's smart.
Yeah.
We ran.
Well, transportation's limited, right? Maybe we can't get in there. I don't know.
I did it before, and I came from.
Roll me another engineering check. Okay. You're able to get everyone into the main warp core, into the warp core room, but the transporters go out when you rematerial.
Great. So, Technic?
Nope. Yeah, someone else.
No, I was about to say, get this shit up and running. This is the main thing.
Yeah, the main control panel is this thing here.
Oh.
That's the main control panel.
Okay.
I'm gonna help Technic try to restart.
I'll help
And
you.
I'll help
that's-
you.
yeah.
Oh, it's a female. You never told us anything like that.
No, I'm just using that picture.
Oh.
Captain Jellicoe is about a 50-year-old white guy.
Well,
So
dang,
I
that's
am-
pretty good for a 50-year-old white guy.
Oh yeah. Ooh, shit.
I mean,
am
he
trying
could
to-
have gotten you know.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Surgery.
Is his name Bruce? Is his name Caitlin?
Okay, guys. That's bad.
Alright, sorry. That's right.
I'm gonna help Tefnig
So am I.
try to restart the warp core. I rolled an 18
Okay.
on my engineering check.
So
Engineering.
y'all are
Or is it?
y'all are busy at the main console. A couple minutes go by, and Chris, you are able to patch control of the main computer computer from the bridge down to the console where you're at. Everyone, we're not gonna do this in initiative order. I'm not gonna roll initiative
Okay.
for this because to me it doesn't quite make a whole lot of sense. But the like 4 or 5 people that you saw up at the top, they disconnect from those regeneration pods and start walking around. You're gonna have about 30 seconds before they get down to you. You're about 5 decks up, and there's a small service elevator that goes up and down that about 8 people can fit in.
Can we shut that down?
It is on this side of the warp core.
Which side? Okay.
Oh, I'm right.
Yeah. Yep. Tefnig, try to shut that down.
He is too busy trying to
Yeah.
restart the warp core.
Okay, then I will try to shut that down.
Right, to shut that down, you're gonna have to go to any one of these 3
Oh, okay. Well.
Can I help?
Whoop.
Or is
What
that like a one-person thing?
I didn't hear what you said. All I heard was, "Can I?" and then
Help.
How the hell do I get a?
Like, is that
I
a
gotta-
one-person thing, or can I go help him?
I got a.
Luke, stop rolling skill checks when he doesn't tell you to roll anything. Shit.
Dana, there are some things that you can do. It is going to require you to go to another console.
Okay. Which console?
Any one of the open consoles.
Alright.
On the right.
The captain comes over to the console that's over where I just moved him, and he says, "Okay, we're gonna have to do blah." He starts talking to himself out loud as he's typing on the console, trying to get stuff going. Luke, you try to shut the elevator down. You shut it, or you are able to get it shut down midway.
Awesome.
Dana, you have a clear shot on the center board, that is on that elevator.
Where's the elevator?
Over here.
Oh. There's a Borg there?
Yes, there's a total of 5 of them.
Can I also try to close the elevator?
Well, that's what Luke was working on. He was telling you to do this, that, and the other. From the console that you're on. I'm just letting you know you have a clear shot.
Meaning you could shoot.
How far
him.
is it?
It's about 45 feet away from you.
30.
Oh, it's up as well. So you're measuring the a squared plus b squared equals c squared. The hypotenuse.
A total of about 45 feet from where you're at.
A clear shot. Do they even know that we're there? Like, presence?
You can't tell.
Can I roll?
They have obviously reacted to something.
What is? Would that be a sense motive or just so I can tell what they're sensing, basically?
Sense motive.
Perception.
The bullshit.
Wait, you cut off what?
I said in this edition, sense motive is more like your bullshit meter,
Oh,
like insight.
so perception then, or
Perception would kind of work. In a straight intelligence check would work.
okay. I'll try intelligence. Oh, that's low.
Well, what you do, you're looking at it, and you're looking at them, and you're thinking to yourself, "What are they doing?" You remember from your previous engagement, however long ago that was. In game time, it was a good little while ago. It was about 30-40 minutes ago. They did not. The only reason why they started shooting originally was you're not sure, but these aren't actively shooting at you, so they might not recognize you as a.
Oh. Okay. Do they have their own language, or is that like a computer speak or something?
You cannot tell. They are not saying anything. They are completely mute.
But they're looking at, or you said they weren't. They might be aware of the presence of something.
They reacted to something. What that is, you do not know.
Right.
Also, you notice that these 5 Borg are the only ones that have the full-on all of the implants and that black carapace on them.
Wait, what was Star-Lord? Star-Lord, those 5 there don't seem to be hostile, but they are reacting to something.
Well, ignore them. They're stuck on the elevator and it's not moving. If they do not start shooting at us, we do not pay them any attention.
Copy.
We need to get this warp core up and running.
Alright. So I guess I'll work on this console then.
Okay, so Dana, as you're in the middle of doing stuff on the console, trying to help everyone out getting the course restarted, roll me one perception.
Huh.
Okay, roll me an engineering check.
Not bad.
Come up to D&D 2.
Oh, she did.
Oh. Yes.
So you're sitting there, you're standing there, you're working, and you realize, wait a minute, there's a warp core coolant valve. There's a warp core coolant tank right below where they're at. If what you think might actually be true, you can fry those 5 by shooting the coolant tank and possibly ending the infection, the ending this takeover.
Okay.
Because if they're the only ones that are fully Borg, then you will
Then
kill
they're
the hive.
the mind flares or whatever. Similar.
Basically, yes, you'll be cutting all the heads off of a Hydra at once.
Okay. Cool.
What catch?
What's the
If you
catch?
shoot that coolant tank, the entire room is going to be filled with gas that will essentially eat every bit of organic material in that room.
Okay. Does anyone have like some sort of force field thing ability? Because I'm not really familiar.
You would have to seal the room off before it expands enough to encompass everything. Which could be as simple as just closing the door and erecting a force field from the door controls. But that is what you notice. Do with that.
Okay, thanks. Oh, wait, what was it called again?
So
The thing that I can shoot.
it is a warp core coolant tank.
Warp core coolant tank. Okay, got it. Thanks. Star-Lord, I noticed something, and I feel like we should do this. But I need everyone out of the room, or do you know of anybody here with us that has capabilities of creating some sort of force field around the elevator?
Deathnig?
Force field? Actually, yes, actually. Around myself only, though.
Can you project it to the elevator, or is there a way to
I
do
don't
that?
know if I can. Like, unless the DM like allows me to modify this, I no.
That is
Here,
no.
I'll click that just so you can see it.
Okay. He said big no anyway, so
Yeah.
alright.
Yeah, so no.
Is there can you remotely seal this room somehow?
Yeah, have a remote hacking.
Okay. Oh yeah, I have that too. I think. Do I have hacking?
Wait, can he toss his custom rig into the elevator?
Excuse you.
Yeah.
You know what?
You can throw your stuff in the elevator.
Here's the thing, okay? I'm telling you guys this in super fast manner. I hope you understand it. But there is a warp core coolant tank right underneath, and if I'm right, and we eliminate all these 5 dudes in the
You're breaking up.
Oh, I said there is a warp core coolant tank underneath the elevator, and if I'm right, we can end the infection by killing those 5 because they look like they're the heads, or spider head,
Elijah
or
head?
whatever. Yeah, that.
The main
The main
leader.
dudes.
Words.
Yes.
So
either
Deathnig,
we, contain the explosion, or wipe this room out as well.
Captain, what would be the total repercussions and damages if we destroyed this room?
We'll have to
I think
ask
that's
question.
what you do. You're
What?
the engineer.
You're the engineer. If you blow the room up,
We won't
your
have warp capabilities.
Dana, stop, please.
Oh, sorry.
Chris, if you blow up the room, the core blows up, the ship blows up. Now, you can blow up that coolant tank, and the warp core won't explode.
Alright,
wait,
But
can I...
have to be very careful with your shot. If that's
I
what
have
you...
Well, can I not just use my remote hacking to cause it to self-destruct? Or to like overheat and explode itself?
Wait, I have a question.
No, Chris, because you have to puncture the tank itself.
Oh, okay, I see. Okay.
I have a question. If it's a coolant tank, how does it explode? What do we use to cool the warp core?
Just a type of gas.
If it's a coolant tank, wouldn't it just freeze everything around it?
Not necessarily.
That makes no sense to me, but okay.
I see your mechanics perspective. I understand you. Yeah.
Freon is a gas, and it is not a very flammable gas, but it is still very cold.
That's if we're talking about Freon. It could be some other substance that we found on some other weird planet, because
Would I know what type of gas it is?
space stuff.
Fruit,
So
and
exactly
we
what
would,
kind of gas it is.
All right, cool. Am I really worried about it too much right now compared to the Borg threat?
Don't let it touch you.
Okay, cool. Anyways, who's a crack shot? Me? Got it. Cool. All right. Yeah, everyone get the hell away from it, please. Get out of there.
I'm going over here.
Captain, you, Alright. We ready?
It's a 60-foot shot.
Well, still need
Oh,
to
wait, let me double
get
check that.
contained or whatever.
Oh, yeah, no.
Actually-
Rifles have a 120-foot range, so.
Don't miss.
Oh, God. Don't put the pressure on me like this, please.
Wait.
I mean-
Captain, how far away is the elevator from the tanks?
Close enough. Keep in mind, Chris, come to D&D.
Okay.
Oh, great. We're gonna destroy the warp core.
No,
The
he
whole
said
ship's
something
gonna
about
blow.
like, if we even get touched by the gas, we would disintegrate or something like that. That's what he said.
That doesn't make any sense to me.
Think
Why would we
sci-fi.
just-
Just put it that way. Don't
Why would
put real world knowledge into it.
Why would we use gas that volatile on something as volatile as a warp core? It just makes no sense.
Because sci-fi.
No, not even in the world of sci-fi. You would use liquid coolant.
He said it was gas.
But liquid's a substance.
But anyway,
Because the
So,
molecules
we need
are close
to be
together
safe from the
share
gas.
heat. Gaseous substances are so far apart it can't really distribute the heat properly.
yes.
I hate having an IQ of 134 sometimes.
Hate being a mech sometimes.
Oh, so no, I actually tested my IQ. I have an IQ of 34.
That's good for you.
Yeah. It kind of surprised me because I'm somewhat dumb when it comes to certain things. I really don't empathize very well.
Improvisation is hard.
Have y'all ever watched the show Scorpion?
Nope.
I don't think so.
It's,
I don't even know what that is.
it's about who like collective. It's like a group of 4 people who's a collect over like 700. Like the highest one in the room is 197. And they go around the world like solving stuff with their genius, and it's hilarious sometimes. It's really cool show. Because
Dang.
they
I
have
need to look into it.
They have very low EQ, like they can't communicate well with like normal people because they don't
Mhm.
understand those feelings. They're very like scientifically like motivated towards things. They don't understand like the feeling of love or empathy or anything like that.
Yeah.
All of you need to get out now.
So, room
Like,
containment, got it.
teleport
Like I said.
out.
Room completely. Get out of this. Go back to the bridge or to the escape pods, just in case.
Captain, does your drone have a gun?
It does, but don't worry about the drone.
No, I'm worried about you.
Get out now. This is not up for debate.
Your drone's gonna take the shot, not you.
That's fine. Cool. leave.
You're coming with.
I will. But I have something else to do. Now leave. Captain, with all due respect, I'll see you in a minute.
Captain, come on.
He looks at you, Techneg. He's like, "Let me make the shot, Techneg. If the ship's gonna blow up, it's gonna be because of me."
Captain
The ship
goes
will
down
not
with
blow
our ship.
up.
I put my hand on the captain's shoulder. Cap,
Anyways,
go,
so
please.
hey, actually, do the computer thing first before the shot.
You don't have to do anything.
Oh,
If
okay.
it
All right,
punctured-
then that's fine. That's fine.
If it gets punctured, it will automatically happen. That is just part of.
Well, no, I don't know about that part. I mean about the short range thing.
We'll need to do that before anything else happens.
Yeah. Okay. So I'm gonna attempt that first.
Captain, you need to come with me.
Is it engineering?
That's straight engineering.
Okay.
You're pretty sure it's working.
All right. Cool. Yeah.
So, Captain Jellicoe looks at you, Luke. And he says, "Let me do it.
No,
Not up for debate."
it is.
Oh boy, I'm going
Hold up.
to.
Hold up. I got this.
I'm going to.
Nope, I got this.
I'm
I have
gonna.
a thing- I have a
force-
thing just for this.
Gonna forcefully teleport
No,
Star Lord
there's
and Amanda's
something.
character out of here, as well as myself.
Okay.
Oh, I was gonna do a thing to get him to leave.
You were.
I never get to do anything.
Y'all get teleported, essentially just outside into the main cord. Dana,
Mm-hmm.
the door open. You see the captain pick up a phaser rifle. He aims. He takes a shot.
Okay.
It hits. You see him click his comm badge to get the transporter system to work. The force field comes on, and you just see sparks come. You see sparks as the transporter system attempts to activate, but fail.
Well,
Damn it.
So we can't be
You should have let
transported.
me. You should have let me do my thing, Tefnig. Your drone could have took the shot and survived instead of the captain dying.
Then the force field would not have activated. It needed a biological signature that the Borg were not recognized as, nor my drone.
Do I see if the Borgs died or?
Oh yeah, you watch the room get flooded with that cooling gas, and every single bit of organic material in that room gets vaporized, gets liquefied and vaporized.
Oh, gnarly. You'll be missed, Captain.
What did polar fizzle?
It takes a couple of minutes before the ventilation fans come on, and the force field comes back down. And the door reopens. You see 5 dead bodies, and a Starfleet uniform in that room.
Do we see a puddle of liquid on the floor around the uniform?
You see puddles of liquid everywhere.
That's one heck of a sight.
Well, I guess I'm captain now.
I guess
now
so.
did that affect like the around, not just those, but just this section, like those 5 Borg?
You don't know.
Ugh.
Captain, can you get the warp core up or not?
I will. Yes. Now that I have more time.
Well, continue.
Can we
is the
check for
Portuguese-
signs of Borg life on the ship?
Hold on 1 second. Chris, that's not going to require an engineering check because that is your specialty with warp cores, is getting it up and running. It will just take longer since you're having to bypass the coolant system.
Okay.
Data, your sensors cannot detect Borg.
No, I mean the ship sensors.
Ship's sensors do not register with Borg.
Yeah. Actually, are far more advanced than ours, and they haven't adapted to theirs. Like, we don't have any countermeasures to them or anything, so we can't register them yet.
Do we
Okay.
know if they put off a specific heat signature or not?
I'm gonna specifically check in the engineering bay,
You should probably go check in medical.
but those are dead bodies, though.
No, not all.
Not all of them.
No.
Oh. Okay. I guess.
Yeah, that's why I said, because some of them, Amanda's character said that some of them started rising up and stuff. So
So
Oh,
yeah, go check
I
to see if
wasn't
they
here
put off.
when you guys had that conversation.
that's one.
Can you go check to see if they put off any specific heat signatures? Because if they do and it's different from our own, we can track them.
Okay.
Would the ship be able to detect that itself, or is that something we have to?
Ship does not register. I'm telling you, the ship does not register them as being there.
So we just have to physically check.
Yes, you would have to go and physically check to see if there are any Borg that are.
All right,
in...
I'll go check in the mid bay.
Dana, you get up to the med bay. It is a horribly gruesome that I need not explain.
Okay. Leave it up to the imagination.
You see a bunch of dead bodies with implants protruding in every which direction and cables coming out of everywhere.
Nice. So I'm gonna use one of the comms and inform Star-Lord.
Also,
all this
a
stuff.
fortitude/will save.
Will?
Make either a fortitude or will save.
Will or fortitude? You know what? Let's do will. It's terrible. Oh wait. Oh, it's not an illusion spell or effect.
Nope.
Okay. Let's see if I have any other buffs. I guess not.
All of the contents of your stomach come out and is now. It is that.
Star-Lord. It's. I don't want to come up here, and you shouldn't either. Just send a cleaning crew. Thanks. Over.
First time in dead bodies?
Plenty. Let's just say it's not a pretty sight.
Okay.
Oh, and more. Which is the contents of my stomach.
Okay. Well, Tepnik, do you need any help trying to get the warp core going?
Negative.
Okay. I go to collect the captain's personal things. He didn't have anything in his pockets.
Not really. He's on his ship. Why would he?
I don't know if he kept a little trinket in his body or not. I would. Well, I'm gonna go to the captain's quarters.
Okay. It takes you a couple minutes to get there. It's back up on deck 8 is where his quarters are. They are bigger than everyone else's quarters, but it's the only real thing of note that you see is a picture of his granddaughter and him.
Okay. Is there? I can't contact anybody outside of the ship. I'll note that down. All right, I'm gonna head to the bridge.
Okay. What are you doing, Amanda?
I guess do a security sweep through the entire ship if I can, or at least sections of the ship to make sure that the people that were infected aren't causing a problem anymore, and if there's any hidden Borg anywhere.
So you start searching through, starting with deck 36. You get a escape pods, and you tell them what to do, and then they start. A good 20-30 minutes go by as you're sweeping, deck by deck, and all you're getting is empty corridor.
Am I at the bridge yet?
Yes, I'm gonna get to you in just a minute.
Okay.
Amanda, you eventually get up to one of the various auxiliary med bays on deck 36, this time on deck 30, and it's not a good sight. Again, you try to keep the contents of your stomach inside you. Doesn't necessarily work this time.
All right.
But as far as you can tell, the Borg infestation is over.
Okay, I would, I guess notify Star-Lord of my findings too. And
Okay.
ask him what he wants us to do next.
Okay. Luke, you are on the bridge.
I get on the ship's comms and I tell everybody, this is Star-Lord speaking. I am your new commander of the ship. What was his name? Whatever. Captain what?
Captain Jellicoe.
Captain Jellicoe bravely sacrificed his life to end the Borg infest. He will be remembered. But we need to get back to work and secure the ship. Fix anything that you see broken. Clean up any messes you can. And move all the dead bodies to the morgue.
All of them?
All of them.
Chris, it takes you a good 2 hours to get the warp core restarted. But when you finally hit the go button, you feel the familiar hum idle.
Yeah, I definitely will not be able to do that quickly then with the Borg coming. Alright, well,
Remember, rebooting a ship is not exactly a fast process.
So yeah, obviously, now that the warp core's up, we can see where we are and all the other stuff now, right?
Um, I'm assuming you've unlocked as part of restarting the warp core, where you've unlocked all the ship functions are coming back. It will take a little while to thing up and running, but yes, you will.
And you said that there was Borg technology above the warp core before.
It is still there.
Yeah, I'm gonna obviously, try to dismantle it so we can do research on it. To part or remove it, I guess. Or the rigging arms from my custom rig.
Okay, that's going to take you several hours to dismantle it.
Yep, I figured as much. That's fine. We need to get some info on these things so we can actually counter them.
4 hours go by. People are starting to come back to their posts and clean up, the mess that is in all the various bays. Z is visibly shocked. Constance's character is. She has got her hands full, and she is grabbing every able hand there is to work in the med bays to get everyone patched back up. About 6 hours go by, and you are able to get your external. You're able to get your long range sensors up and running. If I can talk today. And your stellar cartography. And when you see where you are at, you find that you have come out of warp between these two systems, between Arcadia and
Well, I'm gonna reveal in Starfleet, tell them of the captain's demise, and ask for further guidance.
You send a communique off to Starfleet, and you don't get an acknowledged response from Starfleet Command. Instead, you get a hail from the what ship do I want to use? You get a hail from the Potomac, the USS Potomac. An Excelsior class heavy cruiser.
Okay, I'll put it up on the main monitor.
All right, you see captain you've not met. He says, Daedalus, where were you? Why weren't you back in the Sol system? What happened?
We were hijacked by Borgs. Our weapons were not adequate enough to take out their main leading force of the infection. The captain sacrificed himself to kill the 5 main leaders, which in turn stopped the spread of the infection amongst the ship. The Borgs have taken over all of the communications, warp core, teleportation, everything. We're just now getting back up and running.
I'm lost, but rendezvous with my ship. Rendezvous with the Potomac over Vulcan. There's something you need to be brought up on.
Yeah.
Mind you,
I'll get there as soon as possible. We still have some maintenance to do.
All right, make best speed once you're able to.
Yeah.
A couple more hours go by before you feel comfortable engaging the warp engines, Chris. But when you do, the ship turns and goes into warp like it should. It's a little bit bumpy with the coolant tank being inoperative. It's a little bit your engine's running. It's limits, but not something you want to keep running like that for very long, if you know what I mean.
Sorry, say that part.
Your warp engines are running hotter than they should.
Well, yeah. That's
At some point in the near future, you're going to want to get
Replace
the
the coolant
coolant
tank.
replaced.
Yeah.
Y'all make it to Vulcan about a day later. You see 4 starships in orbit of Vulcan. You see the USS Potomac, the USS Lexington, the USS Eisenhower, and the USS Enterprise.
I held all of the ships.
Okay. It goes onto a giant screen, splits into 4. Since it goes into conference mode. You see Commander Riker on one screen, who now is wearing the rank of captain. You put your 4th pip on as captain now. You see 2 other captains there, and they're like, "Congratulations on the promotion, Captain. Unfortunately, they weren't the greatest circumstances."
Just shut up. I don't need congratulations. Why the hell am I here?
Earth was assimilated.
Wow.
Earth was assimilated?
Yeah.
And why did you not see this coming?
We tried to stop the Borg. 5-9. We lost 40 starships. We fought them over Earth. We lost an additional 100. We have more starships returning back towards the core of the Federation, but Earth is destroyed. Earth is now a Borg planet.
Why did you not kamikaze your ships into theirs to explode them?
Tried. We even tried using our deflector grid as a weapon against them. They adapted to.
Well, what it sounds like is we need to get our hands up so we can learn and copy their technology.
But as of right now, the Federation is in ruins. We're going to try to figure out how to retake Earth, but we don't know if it's going to be. In the meantime, stand by for orders. We should be getting we should be getting orders here from whatever remains of Starfleet Command in the next day or 2.
If I don't get my orders within the next 24 hours, I'm going to go commandeer a Borg ship.
Captain Riker looks at you and he says, "You realize that's over Earth, which we lost 140 ships to. The closest one is going to be at least 7,000 light years away, right? It's like assaulting it's like assaulting an impossible to take castle. You cannot win."
Okay.
You can tell he's visibly shaken. He just lost his good friend, Captain Picard, to the Borg as well. So y'all have about 2 days on Vulcan before anything is coming.
Let me do something. Where's it at?
So I guess the conference call has ended.
Essentially, it was a hangout here. We should be getting new orders inside the next, 2 days. But that is where I wanted to get you guys.
I was gonna tell something to the other captains, but okay.
Okay, go ahead.
Okay. Let me get the character real quick because this is gonna seem mean. Whew.
Oh, by the way, shouldn't you like
Chris
tell
knows
them
what's
of
coming.
what happened on the ship, like how we defeated them?
I was gonna get in that to my big speech.
Okay.
Okay, listen here, you snivel. I don't care that they have more technically advanced weaponry and ships than we do. We killed them with the cooling gas from our warp core. They can be killed. It is not hard. All we have to do is figure out how to way to penetrate their ship. And unless you're gonna sit there and cry all day, I need your help to figure out how to make a massive missile to fire at one of them to penetrate the hull and fill it with this gas. Once all the Borg are dead, we can take over the ship. Do you understand?
There you go. My control button wasn't working. It's Captain. I don't. We tried everything. We even launched warp cores at them because we were out of stuff to try.
You launched the warp core itself. You did not use the gas from the cooling system of the warp core. All we have to do is find a way to penetrate their armor. That is all. If we can find a hunk of metal as hard as their make it into a sharp enough point, the metal will tear, or whatever substance it is made from. It is not an immovable object, they are not gods. I have already lost a captain and a close friend from these fools. I don't care who you lost. They mean nothing to me. At all. And Earth, that planet was dying anyways.
Actually, Earth in the 24th century was a paradise.
Nope. It was dying anyways.
No, I'm telling you, from a lore standpoint, Earth in the 20th century was a paradise.
Well, I have already been all over the star system. I am an idol. Everybody knows me throughout the galaxy. This is true.
So you've got about, like I said, y'all have about 2 days over Vulcan. What do y'all?
Well, I'm going down to I'm going down to Vulcan because they are intelligent creatures, are they not?
Yeah, they're one of the founding members of the Federation.
All right, let's go down there, speak to the leaders, get the greatest minds on this. Figure out. Connected with this. And fast.
So that is what you are doing. Chris, what are you doing?
So I got a question about, just a random question, about the hierarchy thing, because, Luke got promoted to captain, right?
Correct.
So does that make me the first officer now, or
Not necessarily.
Oh, I get to
that is
promote somebody, don't I?
That is something that I will let y'all as a group decide who you want to have as first officer.
Since I was first officer, I had no like department lead authority. Whoever gets promoted to first officer will still have to man their department and who is willing to take on the extra.
we'll talk about that. It's not really a big thing.
No, it all comes down to who's willing to take on the extra work.
If you become first officer, you're no longer a department head.
Yeah, no, I'm saying as a second officer. I'm not giving up my position as lead engineer.
Well, we're a lot of men down right now, so and until we get a new crew,
Well,
someone's gonna have to man 2 stations.
Not Technic's problem. So, anyways,
Well, Technic's out.
as for what I'm doing, I'm going to obviously look for a new cooling system to replace the one that we blew up.
Dana, Amanda, do y'all
I
want?
nominate Amanda.
No thanks.
Amanda, you were just a
You know what?
security
We'll
person,
fix
weren't
that.
you not? Security person, right?
Yeah,
And yeah, you're first officer.
son of a bitch.
Anybody can do the security job.
Hold on. I'm fixing this. We can solve this democratically.
I mean, they've already
Nope.
decided,
I am
so.
captain. I am captain. She is first officer. The captain is look it. I am the captain.
Here it is. I'm putting in RPG.
What are you saying?
I am the no.
Should have been
Don't need a poll. I already nominated.
We don't need a poll. Technic is not being it.
So I did a vote, and it still says 0 votes. 0. Okay, not well. Okay, now.
Because Constance isn't gonna want to do it. Knowing her character's attitude, that's a dead giveaway. Research.
Pretty sure Brandon, whenever he
The
wants
only-
to join us again, is probably not gonna want to be again. I guess
No, he is not very.
he's
Yeah.
too much of a grunt. I guess.
The only person that, yeah,
You cut off. What? All I heard was oh. All? You guys are
only
robotic.
person that didn't.
Nope.
Bring the votes.
All I heard was all the person, and that was it.
Officer.
Okay, so Amanda, you got thrust into a position of first officer.
But it says no for
All right.
5 votes, yes for 3 votes.
So Amanda, as first officer, you get my accommodations. I will clean them out.
How big is it
Bigger
compared
than
to
yours.
like what I've been?
Pretty
Bigger
big.
than yours.
Nice.
Well,
Time to get a
so-
pet.
So
And
for like
I
ASICs,
did
Right.
not promote you because you look attractive. Wink.
scale, right? Luke, the captain's quarters is about 2,000 square feet. Officer's quarters is about 1,500 square feet. Every department heads is about 1,000, and then from there it's two people to a room.
And you weren't a department head, were you, Amanda?
No.
Then yeah, you had 2 people to a room. Now you don't.
Congratulations. I knew
And
you
you
could
can
do it.
have your pet as long as it doesn't shit on the bridge.
No guarantees.
Not be a cat either.
Dana, what are you doing?
Is there a place I can race?
Various sporting arenas on Vulcan.
Cool, I'm gonna go racing.
Okay.
Okay.
You find a place for that does sporting events. They are doing a handful of them are doing various races of some sort.
Sweet.
What kind of race are you looking for?
I actually don't know what they're called, but you know, something similar to pod racing, I guess.
Pod racing.
No, this is pod racing.
Or like a
Give her some option.
bike
You're
racing. I don't know.
You're able to find the 24th century equivalent of NASCAR.
Sure.
You're going up against Vulcans. Good luck.
Sure.
Fast
Are
and
you-
Furious 20.
Are you going to try to compete in that race?
Yes.
Or watch? Okay. So,
Compete.
it is a race from Vulcan around the solar system.
Oh, I thought it was just gonna be on the ground, but okay, let's do it.
They are expecting the race to last no more than 6 hours.
Okay.
Unless
Okay.
like unless someone does something absolutely horrible and flies themselves into a star.
Right. Should I do a piloting check then?
Do it.
I heard two voices at once. I heard Dana's question. I did not hear what Chris said.
He was saying do it,
Chris
do it,
just said, do it.
do it. Do it.
Okay.
Do it.
Dana,
Mm.
you begin in mission number 6 at the start line.
Okay.
You hear over the intercom start, and we're going to begin with a pilot. This will be a straight pilot.
Ha! I like that.
Okay, so your ship that you are using for this, that you're able to basically just handed people out. It is more of a test of skill and not of that of a ship's. You cause it to surge forward and immediately enter warp to go through this course. It is extremely twitchy, the control. So you're starting to come through from the inner planet of Vulcan on out towards the asteroid ring. Your sensors start beeping, saying impact is imminent. I want you to make me. Let me find a character sheet to look at skill.
Zoom,
Make
zoom.
me a computers check.
Computers, you said? Did you say computers?
Yes.
Correct.
Okay.
All right, you're able to, with the help of your ship's sensors, avoid some of the larger asteroids. You still get a couple of dings against your shields, and in doing so, you drop back a couple of places through the asteroid field without any real issues, and you jump back into warp. It is largely smooth sailing throughout the outgoing portion of the outer solar system of Vulcan. As you start to make the turn around the Oort cloud, you see again on your sensors some things that appear to be like gun turrets that show up as your ship starts to drop out of warp again to navigate through this hazard field. Make me another piloting check along with a perception roll.
Nat 1 for both.
Oh, you suck if that happens. That's low. Dang it.
But it's not.
You jink when you should have janked. And your ship gets hit hard by one of the phaser turrets. It's nothing horrible, but you just weren't able to see it
Okay.
with that bad of a roll on your perception.
That was a 15.
You thought you were dodging it, but instead of dodging the shot, you ended up flying straight into it. Caused you to
15, a bad roll.
when the average roll is in the mid-20s, a 15's not gonna come.
Okay.
Okay.
You jinked when you should have janked, essentially. You feel your ship just come to a complete dead stop in the water. But it's not just you that's out there that's in a dead stop. There are a bunch of racers that will start their engines and get back going. Make an engineering check.
Hoo hoo.
A natural 20.
Hoo
Okay.
hoo hoo.
Not only do you start your engines, you restart your engines into warp.
Okay.
Hey, she's a good pilot.
Yes,
So
I am.
you know the whole starting your car third gear type
Uh-huh.
thing, and you're moving and you immediately start moving super fast. Yeah, you just pulled a that.
So, Star-Lord, don't let her modify the ship. She's too
Let her
dangerous.
modify
She's too
the
dangerous.
ship.
No, it's too dangerous.
Nope, letting her modify the ship. Got it.
Sweet.
You start to coming. You're avoiding the asteroid field this time, and you're able to eventually make your way up into second place. And the person who's in first is beginning to deploy some kind of countermeasures to keep you from catching him.
Oh,
Roll a
snap. Wait, what'd you say?
roll
Fire
me-
phase blasters.
Luke was saying something over what
Oh.
you said, so I couldn't hear.
I didn't know he was talking.
I said roll a computer.
Computer. Yes.
You're able to beat through his you beat through his countermeasures and instead quickly hack his and you
Ooh.
watch him just tumble out of warp speed as you bolt on past him and take first place.
Woo!
There we go.
So you end up taking first place. A couple of people are like, well, a bunch of people are like, "Holy cow, that was some good pipe." We'll have to see you again next year around the Vulcan Grand Prix.
Awesome. Do I get a prize?
Wait, she
Yes.
just won the Vulcan Grand Prix as a walk-on?
You get a high five.
Nice.
Thanks. Thanks so very much.
What did she win?
What did
We're
I
gonna
do?
jump up to D&D.
Oh, okay.
Oh my god.
Hey.
You win 5,000 credits.
Hoo-hoo, hold on. Let me take note. 5,000. Okay.
And a level 5 armor of your choice.
Ooh, I'm gonna have to look this up.
But that's what you get.
Sweet, thanks. Thanks so much.
Why are you laughing?
You got her own ship.
Amanda, what are you doing?
Searching for a pet?
I was looking at pets, yeah. But I will probably talk to the captain and like hang out with him about what to do about the Borg,
Okay.
or just chill in my new snazzy room.
You do know I'm not on the ship, right?
You have
Well, I'm sure you come back to the ship eventually.
It's gonna be a while.
Then I just chill at my room, resting or helping Constance's character heal people if still needed or
'Cause
whatnot.
I am a human talking to Vulcans trying to get their ass to gear about finding a way to avoid the
Yes. So, Dana, that is very much a lot of what you did.
What? Oh, getting support? Wait, what?
The clip that's in that Chris linked
Oh,
in
yeah.
the start is a lot of what you were doing.
So, Amanda, why don't you go down to Vulcan? I'm talking through my comms. Why don't you go down to Vulcan and find you a pet?
I mean, is it limited in what I can find in Vulcan?
And aside from the fact that Vulcan is a desert planet, you can basically find anything there that was on Earth. Which is basically to say you can find almost anything.
Just go to the
Looking at the Vulcan?
Yeah, you are my first officer. You do need to get accommodated to first officers. Politics.
I don't care for politics, but okay.
I don't care for politics either. You saw how I talked to those other captains.
But I mean, if you need to help communicate something, I guess I can help you out.
Well, with my voice, with my vocal cord implants, my voice is always smoother than the cream cheese on your bagels.
Wow. Good word choice.
Oh, that was great.
I wink and I start walking.
Right.
Okay, so Chris, while you are roll me a let's see here. Chris, roll me there's no investigate skill on this one.
Oh, this is from The
Yeah.
Matrix.
Yes, it's from The Matrix, the third movie, Revolutions. Yes. No, it doesn't say it on there, but yeah. If you click on the link, it tells you. But yeah. So am I rolling a skill 4?
Chris, roll me either some kind of some skill that you think would be worth work for investigation.
In regards to investigation, in regards to what the
finding a replacement for that coolant.
can I not search the World Wide Web?
There is not such a thing.
What? There's no Google Marketplace or eBay? This is blasphemy, so I can't use computers? Ugh.
There is no actual starbase over Vulcan.
That's tough to pick something then. I don't know what would be for something like that. I get just like asking around.
Remember, the major starship bases on with ship construction yards for this kind of stuff were around Mars in the solar system.
So wait, I have a question.
What?
This is like not pertaining to him. So Vulcan started the Federation, right? The Starfleet Federation.
Start the Federation, yes.
They helped start it, but yet they don't have a Starfleet base above their planet.
They do not have a starbase. Okay, let me rephrase that. Yes, they have a starbase, but it is not outfitted for Galaxy class starships. It is outfitted for smaller such as the Reliant class.
Then how the hell are we docked right now?
You are in orbit.
Oh, okay.
I can't ask around any other ships that they have spares, or if they can know where I can get one.
The Enterprise is in orbit. You can go over there and talk to Commander LaFord.
Yeah, I'm gonna do that then.
Jared, I sent you, or I pinged you in RPG. Or, yes.
Okay.
Well, I'm also gonna ask if there's like any, truth of the matter. If there's any destroyed vessels that are somewhat intact in various places that I can salvage a coolant then, if they don't have one.
So are you going over to the Enterprise, or you're just talking to Commander LaForge over
the comms, yeah.
From ship to ship. Okay. Commander LaForge says you need a warp core coolant.
Yes.
What happened to yours? That's something we don't normally carry around.
Oops.
Shut up, you're not there.
Oh, I've been like telling my captain already told you what happened.
Yes. This much should have been made obvious to this one already. We shot our warp core to destroy the Borg. Or we shot the coolant to destroy the Borg.
Huh.
It melted them instantly. Regrettably satisfying.
Huh. I guess that would work. I mean, they are part organic anyways, and the coolant we use liquefies organic material.
Yes, but be aware, if you try, the Borg themselves are not registered as organics for the sake of safety precautions.
Yeah, we know they're not. We found that out.
Your engineer should have been fired for not informing me.
Well, considering I'm the chief engineer, we found that out after we got boarded.
Either way, do you have a fare or know where this one can get one?
Well, the ones that are in use for Galaxy-class starships were mostly stored over Mars. That's going to be your best bet to try to get a hold of one. In the Utopia Phoenicia shipyards. Otherwise, you could try Tau Ceti 7. We have
How far? Where are we? Where are we?
On Vulcan.
over Vulcan.
Where's that on the map? Right there. Okay. And where's the places that you said?
I said Tau Ceti 7. I meant to say, so it's in the Ceti Alpha 6 system. over there.
Okay.
You need to go to SETI Alpha 7, the planet over. You need to go to Planet 7 in the SETI Alpha 7 system. We have the Starfleet Boneyard there.
And how far away is Mars? Where's...
Well, you would have to go back to the Souls.
Oh, I see. Well, that's technically closer.
Yes, but remember, Soul.
Yeah, right. I thought it was just Earth. Well, I guess, yeah, whatever. Yeah.
Effectively, the solar system is under the Borg.
Yeah. Well, shite. For space life, we can't get another.
You
If-
could. He's
What?
saying, in theory, you can run core off of just one coolant tank. This is before you'll start.
It's not how.
It's not. I'm gonna patched up enough to either get to SETI Alpha.
So since you like talking about theories, in theory, are you going anywhere anytime soon?
Not sure yet. There's talk about us going back and trying an assault on Earth, but I don't think that's gonna.
Then in theory, if you are not going anywhere, could utilize your coolant. Yeah. Yes.
Well, remember, we'd be swapped for one that has one ship that has. Basically, we'd be taking one off on your ship. We'd be still in the same position.
For now.
Let me come over and we can probably patch you up.
But damn it, what happens to that ship?
Captain would say we are better fighters.
We are. We stopped the Borg on our ship. What happened? He doesn't say. But he insinuated that already with the explanation earlier. Again. Gotta launch back into the game. Oh, then.
Commander Data and I and an engineering team come over.
In charge of repairs, so asking for your permission to make the ship.
Well, no, to invite people onto my ship.
So doesn't matter. Whenever you do come here and find out, then you can confront me about it.
Is like non-Starfleet personnel that to perform repairs or official duties you would not. Minutes later, Commander Data, Commander LaForge, and about 15 other engineers. And Commander LaForge extends his hand for a shake. He says, I'm Commander LaForge. To me. This is Commander Data. Hello. I'll quickly tell that
He's what?
He's an android. Any of that at all. What Ted really wants to surmise, I guess, are they greenhorns or do they look,
Oh no, they look extremely common.
All right, and that's all Ted really cares about, is getting the ship Technic also extends his hand in reply, but just Technic is like a bitch face, a resting bitch face.
RBF.
Yeah. Oh yeah. He doesn't. This is how he just wants to work on computer and machinery. So he does take a bit of an interest to Data, though, obviously because he is an android. Going to run any lawful or unsolicited experimentations on him. Get the call already. No, just kidding. But yeah, other than that, guides him to there, and on the way, stuff he's going to go that they've been through, along with the ship that they found that was dead, and with the that was blown apart and all their findings so far of the Borg, and about the research that they're conducting on the machinery found above the door.
Commander Data Forge are both interested in the stuff that was found above the warp core. Forge estimates it's going to take about 4 hours to jury rig it enough to where you won't overheat. Like you were just trying to get over here.
Yeah.
Like it will work, but you will want to get it replaced as soon as you can.
So what I'm hearing is they literally just bypass the tank with a pipe.
Look, with enough duct tape, you can fix anything.
Yeah, so we have one tank left. The other tank that was open was just letting like air run through it, I guess. So they're just gonna take the tank out, put a pipe in, so they're just gonna have very limited coolant.
Sure. That's what we're gonna tell you anyways. Science!
They're having your engineering teams reroute stuff around the warp core as well. I mean, it's a relatively major operation that is happening.
As long as it doesn't compromise future repairs or diagnostics or anything.
Nope, it is one of those things that you're just gonna have to take completely apart again when you go to put the new coolant tank in once you find.
Yeah, that's fine. I can live with that. I think it's okay with this. After the whole 4+ whatever hours, Technique obviously extends his appreciation and gratitude for the assistance. And will be sure to keep them informed of any discoveries about the device found above the warp core.
Okay. So that all is happening. And Amanda, since you're both the commanding officers of the ship, y'all have 2 days to kill in orbit around Vulcan. What are y'all doing?
Oh, we already said we're going down to talk with the Vulcan leaders about a way to figure out how to pierce the Borg.
That's right. So you get down to the Vulcan Central Command, which has been hastily refitted for Starfleet Command and some of the remaining Federation council that is left. You see Captain Sisko or Commander Sisko there, along with a Trill. You don't know who the Trill is. You recognize Commander Sisko because he's like the only black commander in Starfleet for whatever reason.
Okay. Commander, how's it going?
Could be better.
You're right. It could be better. You could have a lot of people right now trying to help me. Help to stop the Borg.
You know what we've been trying to do for the past years?
Well, now you have more information. The cooling gases that we use to cool our warp cores can essentially vaporize Borg on contact.
Yes, we know that.
Then why haven't you been using?
Because we currently have no way to penetrate their EM field.
If they think it's a weapon, their fields will activate and not allow anything to penetrate. So we need somehow to have something that doesn't seem like it's a weapon.
So you know how our ships have shields?
Yep.
Yep.
Apparently, Borg ships have a subspace EM field which largely works the exact same way, except, unlike our shields, it is extremely capable to projectile and energy-based weapons.
So, we don't use a weapon, we use a ship. Send it right into the cargo bay.
He pulls up a picture of. He pulls up a recording from the battle over Wolf 359. It's pretty much a slaughter, and it is pretty much a slaughterhouse fest over there. You see ships attempting to ram that Borg cube, and when they get within 500 meters of the Borg cube, it's like they hit a wall and just explode.
I'm
So
not
you see
talking. I'm not talking about ramming, and I'm not talking about our ship. We need a smaller Borg-made ship. I know they don't have nothing but destroyers. They have to have smaller.
The only ship type that we know the Borg have are these cubes.
We have some of their containment vessels still on our ship. It's their technology, so we might be able to use that against them.
Where are these vessels at?
They're on our ship with our main engineer.
We're gonna have to take those, and we will do what we can with.
But first, I have a question for you. How did they know all of our ship's locations? How were we knocked out of warp drive, and how did they just happen to appear on our ship?
He pulled and Amanda aside. And he says, "What I'm about to tell you is extremely classified. Captain Picard was abducted from the Enterprise several days ago over Draken 4 by the Borg. They used his knowledge of Starfleet tactics, Starfleet deployment, and Starfleet tactics, layout, and whatnot to know exactly where to hit us. We were fighting.
Oh, I have the information for you. If another Starfleet ship does get taken over by the Borg, the main Borg that get on the ship that start infecting the other humans or your crew people, you need to get them into the warp core room. And you need to shoot one of the cooling chambers.
You know, if we take out the core part of the hive mind before they're able to establish a full collective, it will kill it. It's identifying the core of the hive mind. By that point, usually the handful of ships that we had were beyond repair, and the captain scuttled them before over.
Well, we notified that we what's the word? Recognized the leaders without a problem.
Then you got.
I'm gonna offer my hand to him and be like, I can with. you instantly if you want to know everything that I do.
He takes your hand.
Okay, and then I'm going to do the mind link and then share all the information that I.
Watch him puke.
Yep.
In fact, you watch him puke several times.
What? Your first dead bodies?
It's just the grotesqueness of it.
Well, get used to it, wormwood.
Yeah, because I was in the med bay and I watched them as some of them were transforming too. So that probably didn't help.
That cost him.
But yeah, if this information helps you come up with more ideas to help us.
Weren't you? Who was the one that recognized the Borg as the lead?
I did. The
by
I
the way,
noticed
Blue,
too, but I didn't say anything out loud because I was trying to think of.
By the way, Blue, look at chat whenever.
Okay, thanks.
So, how did you recognize them as the leaders?
I didn't recognize them as leaders. I just noticed them as being different because I saw, I guess, the rope. What is it? Attachments to them. What?
I said, Dana, that's essentially it, by the way.
Okay, thanks.
I radio the Technic and Dana. What's your character's name?
Yuki.
Yuki?
Yuki.
It's
okay.
there.
I radio.
Yeah, it says in the.
Oh, I'm not paying attention. Radio Technic and Yuki is like, don't have any way to recognize the leaders amongst the Borgs.
They were fully decked in computers, parts and stuff. Like, they were just.
They look like they have better upgrades, basically.
Yeah,
Okay.
they look like they couldn't put any more parts on their body. If
Okay.
yeah.
So,
Borg,
what's
once
this?
in the med bay, we're becoming full Borg.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, cool. What's this guy's name again?
Commander Cisco.
Okay, Cisco. With my robot that'll make me smoother than cream cheese. I'm gonna use that just die.
I think it's time long ago, but okay.
Listen, it's gonna be the Borgs that look like they can't fit any more upgrades on their already mangled bot. They're gonna have the most technological upgrades that you can see.
I hold up my hand. I'm like, if you want to see it again, I saw them.
Again, know what complete Borg looks like. Thanks for your information.
Mm-hmm.
And destroying a coolant chamber versus scuttling the whole you can see the benefits there, right?
He doesn't respond, but you get the idea that he already knows all of this. While he might know it, the individual captains necessarily did not know it at the.
When we started to get attacked, did you not pass on information to the other people since you already? Because by that blank stare on your face, you already know the information I'm telling you right now.
The people who had a need to know knew. Beyond that, the special weapons group is an extremely classified, need to know only basis. Hell,
So-
most Starfleet admirals did not know about.
So you're telling me you withheld information that killed thousands of Starfleet soldiers?
We were developing anti-Borg weapons based on the encounter, the sole encounter we had with the Borg a year ago. We weren't planning on these to even be in operation for another 2 years.
Does not matter. When there's a threat, you pass on the threat to your people so they can help to figure out ways to counter.
Not
Over
expect
thousands
here
times,
over several years from now.
then you are not a very good leader, and you do not need to be a leader anymore.
A security officer comes by to escort y'all back to the main part of Starfleet, the makeshift command.
Let go of me. I wasn't done talking to him.
Says, we're done with this conversation, Captain. Now
Oh
leave.
no, we're not, Commander. Not at all.
The security officer looks at you, looks at Captain Sisko, and is like, "Sir, you need to move. You need to return to where you were."
Towards the security officer. He needs to make a DC save. Where is it at? It is.
Luke, I'm telling you, player as GM to player, you're not going to change confrontings.
Oh no! Like I have a few choice words for this man. Who's his supervisor?
Oh my god.
Star-Lord, sir, let's go.
Yeah, before you get demoted.
I don't care if I get demoted. I'll still be in charge of my ship because he cannot take it from me, or he will die.
Anyways, y'all.
Are we gonna stand here all day and argue, or are we gonna go back and figure out what the hell we're gonna do? We have Borg technology on our we could be looking at.
I already figured out a way to do it. I already figured out a way to get past their shield. But since he wanted to, since you Silva, or whatever his name is, you wanted to, I'm gonna withhold information for you. Good luck in the upcoming war.
He does not respond. He goes back to what it was he was doing. The makeshift command center is relatively abuzz with people going around, doing various things. At some point, you both see Captain Riker, Captain the Potomac, and some other captain who appears to be a Vulcan beam down and go and talk with the Federation president as they're getting an update on what's happening throughout the rest of the Federation. You both get handed a pad from a commander who's in a blue uniform, obviously a science officer of some sort. That says, "Here's your current assignment."
What does it say?
As you quickly skip through it, the gist of what you're gathering is you need to go to SETI Alpha 7 and secure the mothball depot there for other starships to use to make repairs with.
Okay, but once
Why
I
is
do
our
that-
ship being?
Because we need repairs.
Your ship needs repair. So, since you're essentially going to be going there anyways, unless you want to go to Sol and try to retake Utopia Planitia, You can set up a mobile repair base over SETI Alpha 7.
Amanda, what's your character's?
Inara.
Nara, let's go. Don't question the science officer. He doesn't know anything.
Okay.
While we're here, do you need anything? Pet? Do you want to get a pet?
Yes. Where's the pet?
We make our way to the market.
Okay. You find a market. You find someone that is selling basically domesticated animals, and you see a small little fluff ball that is giving off like a purring noise that you are immediately attracted to.
Looks like a cat. Sounds like a cat. Do not.
Sounds
It's
like
not-
Tribble.
The shopkeeper's like, oh, we have pets of various kinds. Our most popular one is the
Do you have anything that looks intimidating?
We have all sorts of things. We have Klingon beasts of war. We have Andorian bloodhounds. We have Klingon Ragnar. We have Klingon Ragnar beasts. We have this, that, and the other for us.
What's the most intimidating thing you have?
The Klingon Ragnar beast, but you mostly have to be Klingon in order to tame.
How much?
You're getting a Klingon beast.
He gives you a price of 600.
I'll take.
Okay. You are now the owner of a Ragnar beast.
Yes.
Okay, quick question for GM here. Creature halogen or something called. It looks like basically a flying squid or octopus.
Okay.
Let me. When did it begin? I will send you the name of it. And I was wondering its abilities, if those would not correlate with my abilities. Basically, the Searing Mind ability it has. Since I use abilities like Detect Thoughts and all that, what was that?
You cannot get.
Okay.
I am not letting you have Space Cthulhu on the ship.
Damn it. But it's so cute. Damn it. So cute.
You want a flying octopus? I can find you a flying octopus pet, but you cannot have Space Cthulhu.
But it had really cool abilities.
And next time on Starfinder, as we worship our new space overlord.
Next time on Starfinder RPG, will the group bow to Cthulhu? Find out next week.
As we all get mind controlled by the space Cthulhu.
It doesn't mind control you, okay? You used mind abilities around it, or you kind of take damage, okay?
You can find a space octopus that looks similar to it but does not have its abilities. Actually, you know what? Let me do this instead.
Or this. If I can have the octopus, can I have the squawks?
What's the 100 for?
I was trying to roll a D100, and apparently it just rolled me 100.
I mean, that would be a nat 100?
That is
Yeah,
not-
you got that. Yeah, you got that. Yep, you straight up rolled a 100 on a D100. That's impressive.
Yes, you fox.
What was that? I can't get one?
You can find a squirrel fox, yes.
Yes.
They actually have an albino version. It's very rare.
In fact, you get the albino version.
Ho 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 ho.
Don't you love that point? I mean, that 100s. They're very rare. Only 1 in 100. I'll stop.
It's just so funny that it rolled me a 100 from the first D100.
Yeah. Well, hey, so I think he has a son, and he gave him a D20, and the first time, like, he grabbed it, and it landed on 20. So like, well, great. His first D20 roll ever is that 20. Well, we're all gonna die when he gets older and becomes a D.
So, yes, you have the better part of another day before you're due to leave, unless y'all don't have anything else you want to try to do.
Nope.
Nothing unless Star-Lord wants to do something, then I need to stop him.
Mm-mm.
But he's got a new pet he's gonna play with, so.
Oh, you both become mother and father for a cute little.
Luke, make me an animal handling check at -5.
Well, clearly the baby is a mama's boy. It's gonna be a mama's boy. A what check?
Oh, what is animal handling in this? Make me a
Persuasion.
There's no persuasion either.
Bluff.
Bluff, diplomacy, survival.
make me a culture check at -5, Luke.
Terrible.
Chris sent you more.
Oh, bad. Yeah, I see. Okay, let's see.
Where's Luke at?
No clue.
Well, Luke's character gets mauled by the Fracnor Beast. We now have an opening for a camp.
Nice. So real quick, Dana,
Yes.
just be aware, I don't think that those are included in it, so you're gonna have to save up money.
Yeah, but I got
I'm just
some
letting you know.
money from the race too.
Yeah, I don't think. Well, I don't know how much you got from the race, but
So, since Luke is dead, apparently, you'll start making your way towards SETI Alpha 7.
Okay.
It is not exactly fast. You're moving at about warp 2 to get.
Oh, he made a culture check. It's not 20. Nice.
Damn.
Right?
So he technically got a 24 with the -5.
But it's a nut though, wouldn't that?
Yes, but it's also a 5 too.
Oh, okay.
and regardless, skill checks technically don't get nat 20s or nat 1s.
Ah, I see.
Yeah, it's only attack rolls that really have critical success.
In a way, with the critical success and critical failures for skill rolls, with I think it was 4th edition of D&D, most RPG systems kind of got away from them because it started to become just a bit too frustrating. So, Luke, you are able to keep the Vracnor beast from eating you alive. It does not like. And it shall end today with y'all getting to SETI Alpha 7. Did y'all have fun? Was it a different? Did y'all have fun?
Yeah, this one was.
I know it seemed a little. It might have seemed a little bit. But I needed some way to come up with the captain to die. And when y'all said y'all were going to blow the ship up, I was like, that's not what I had planned, but let's see.
Yeah, so you lied to me, by the way. I said, so basically someone's gonna die. And you said, no, not really. I'm like, yeah, the captain's gonna die. And I knew it because then you said that shit. I'm like, oh.
Everyone gets 1,000 XP.
Yay! Did I get any XP from the race, by the way?
Dana, you'll get an additional 200 XP from Z.
Yay!
I'm just kidding.
Everyone at 500 credits. Moving at warp 2 take you about 5 days to get to SETI Alpha 7. So next time when we pick up, you'll have 5 days to do something on board the ship.
How much was my pet, by the way? You never told me.
It was free, clearly.
It is a negligible amount.
Okay.
And yet, Chris, I know I lied. Got away how to get the captain to die.
Yeah, you're good. You're good. I figured that was the case. Sure, we got out of the room before I explained anything to the others because I knew they were trying to stop it or something.
If y'all had blown up the ship, if I had wanted y'all to do that, we would have then spent the rest of the night building your new ship.
I mean, it's
I
called
figured that was
USS
the
Daedalus, so can't really blow up the ship.
And I figured you want us to still do something else because like of how much you are like procrastinating it and trying to get us to think of something else by not immediately with the captain being like, hey, okay, yeah, let's do it. Sure, no. But yeah, it's fine.
I had fun. We almost died a couple times, but we're good.
I didn't want the ship
Died.
to blow up.
You didn't want this ship?
To blow up.
Ah.
Yeah, I'm a pilot. Or, you know, ship's my baby.
What do you mean you almost died?
I was in a med bay full of people transforming, and if I would have stayed and like fought them, and they got injected,
You would have had to have made a fort save.
I've been rolling pretty badly this whole night, so I'm assuming I probably.
I don't know, roll me a fort save. Oh, yeah, you would have died very.
Oh, it's not.
You're two.
That's really low.
Oh, well, maybe if you had your chief medical officer, he would have been able to prevent you from dying.
True.
Indeed.
But at least instead of staying to fight, I was like, Merc out, force field.
GTFO.
Yeah.
Oh, now, yes, I will not be here next Saturday. Parents will be in town.
Coolio.
All right.
Yeah, so we'll just push Constance's session to next week then, and just not do anything next week. It's fine.
Okay.
You mean
The
the
rotation,
following
yeah.
week or next week?
Next week, because after Jared it's Constant, and then it's me, Jared, Constance, me, Jared, Constant.
Oh.
We're just postponing week, so this upcoming Saturday we will not be doing any. So
Okay.
our next game will be 6th of June on D-Day.
Okay.
Okay.
Mm.
I enjoyed the race. I definitely like that.
So what I was pulling from for inspiration wasn't that from the Matrix, but there is a.
Well, no, but I literally just watched it again yesterday. That's why I immediately thought of it when she started talking about her.
I'm glad that you even thought up a race.
There's an entire episode of Stargate devoted to a race around a star.
Nice. Alright, so Dana,
Yes.
Well,
as I'm sure you noticed
Hi, guys.
already there,
See ya.
your
Pilot.
the automated loader can only be put on powered armor. So
Okay.
neither of the two that you're looking at is powered armor. They're both light armor.
Right. I was wondering about
period.
that too.
The backup jet.
Does
What?
the armor actually say that it's powered before you can like where
There's
does
an
it say
actual
it's powered?
category.
There's a whole separate list of powered
Powered.
armor, and
Okay.
that's like ultra. It's basically ultra heavy.
Like
Yeah.
What's that game? Space Hulk?
Space Hulk. Yeah. So
Right?
everything.
Okay.
By the way, you're looking at just light armor. If you scroll down, there's heavy armor, and then if you scroll down further, there's the power armor. Which there is one of level 5. It's called the battle harness, but that's a -4 to armor check.
No, I'm a dex-based character. I need to move.
Yeah,
fast.
you want to stay with light for sure.
So.
So obviously excluding the automated loader, yeah, all 3 of those are fine. Obviously
I
the one that
forgot.
you're looking at is the Mark 1 though, so you only have the Mark electrostatic field if you get that.
Right.
The tensile reinforcement, I don't think that's really gonna be a part of the thing for like an issue really, unless Jared corrects me otherwise. And just so you're aware, obviously it's not going to apply to you, but if you were to get the tensile reinforcement, you cannot ever get autoloader. It says there. Or never mind. I posted that after. Ignore that.
Okay,
But yeah.
ignoring.
So the tensile reinforcement, it just increases your armor's hardness and hit points as if it 5 levels higher. So
I mean,
just do
it's
the
already
math that
level
I
5.
put
So.
there.
Okay.
Yeah, because it's light armor, it probably has less than you normally would think. But
So in other
yeah,
words, because I don't really care for the upgrades right now, I should just get the D-suit.
Yeah. Yeah, if you don't care about the upgrades, go with the D2 because it has more armor on it. And it doesn't have the -1 armor check penalties.
You don't want the business state. You don't want the business station wear.
I want the next level
what?
of that. I want the travel suit silver.
Wait. Business. Wait, no, I took the wrong
5.
thing.
Station wear business.
So like it's an armor. It's an armored suit.
It's basically a business
but
suit.
So yes, you get one more dex bonus, but the actual EAC and KAC are both half of the D suit.
That's what my thought process was as well. And plus, my dex modifier is only 4, so it's like, when's the next?
It's wasted. Yeah. And there's no upgrade slots for that.
Mm-hmm. So the D suit and backup generator, maybe?
So let me look again at the to choose.
Upgrades?
Scroll down. Yep.
Yeah, yeah, because the next knife is like 7K, so it kind of makes me want to save as well. But at the same time, an upgrade would be nice too.
Yeah. So the generate. Oh, it charges. Yeah, that's actually really nice. You basically have infinite ammo, like
unlimited ammo for the Breen, right?
For anything, you put a battery in it.
So just to get my brain straight.
Yeah,
when you said charges
connect
for
charge
the
electric items such as batteries or anything else. So yeah, you can charge the Breen. Yeah, you can you can literally hook it up to your gun.
Charge the Breen and what was the thing for the thing? Wait, I closed my thing. Give me a second. So, character sheet. Okay.
The electrostatic field is pretty nice too, depending on the situation, but that's stupid expensive. I don't think you can afford that, even with the 5,000, because that's 13,000. Oh, I'm sorry. Yeah.
No.
As for the tensile reinforcement, but I don't think it's gonna become an issue anytime soon.
Backup generator is like my best upgrade right
now.
Yeah. Would the
it's a nice
laser rifle
one that can help.
And pistols be charged as well, or is that just for the Breen?
They use batteries.
Oh, okay. Well then.
Yeah, almost any weapon that uses batteries can be charged. As far as my understanding from what Jerry had told me before in an earlier session, is that basically anything that uses a battery can be charged.
Okay, so in other words,
obviously it's going to be extremely slow because you're only getting one charge every 10 minutes.
Right.
So it's a very long time, and you can only have one thing plugged in at a time, but it's still nice.
Yeah.
The backup generator charges up one charge of a battery or anything every 10 minutes. So it's very slow, but you technically have infinite ammo.
Yeah. Is that a good
and
thing
also,
to think
I have
about,
a question
Jared?
about that. If you're running around, does that speed up the charge?
Because it does use kinetic energy.
It states 10 minutes of movement, but it doesn't say if you're walking or running or anything. So I'm assuming just casual, everyday, normal pace walk.
I am going to say it is either 5 minutes of outright running / sprinting or 10 minutes of walking.
Right, because I have another question. For Starfinder, how long is each round of combat? Because indeed...
Wait, what was that?
It's 6 seconds.
Okay, so it's the same as D&D. Yeah, so... Yeah, it's going to be...
Unless, of course, it's space combat, and then every round of space combat it
Yeah.
is a nebulous amount of time. They say a good rule of thumb is between 10 and 20 minutes.
Yeah, but she's not. If she's the pilot, first of all, she's not gonna be moving around during space combat to charge her damn batteries.
Right?
Unless she puts it on her wrist, her chargeable wristwatch, and charges her watch. Cough, cough. I'm sorry, I'm going to hell. But
For Jared, so is it good to get the backup generator in our current campaign? Just for your opinion.
I heard robot.
I think she's asking your opinion on if she should get the backup generator for her one upgrade slot.
That is completely up to you. I will tell you, though, you probably won't ever situation where you will need it.
Okay, so scratching that. Got it.
So save for the next night. Got it.
Yes. Got it. Thanks. Okie doke. I'm gonna put this in now. I'm getting the D suit.
Time come in handy would be is if your starship blew up and y'all were subsisting off of a which could happen. But
Wait.
it depends on what y'all do.
You cut off. So
Yeah.
you said if the ship blew up, then I'd need oxygen. Is that what you said?
No, I said in the event like the ship blew up, then having that rechargeability would be useful.
Ah. Oh, because you could
okay.
just charge it on
Because
the
then
ship.
you
Charge
would
it
be, then the main characters would be, doing y'all's thing, not on a starship, but in like a runabout or a shuttlecraft.
Hmm.
Poor Yuki.
Right.
She wanted it and she got it.
Wait, what? What did I get?
Yuki got the D suit.
I see.
I'm surprised Technic hasn't been launched out into orbit already.
Surprised Luke hasn't been spit.
Right? I'm surprised he didn't get punched in the face by the other captains.
Well, he is, what's the word, charismatic and...
That doesn't matter. He literally talked shit to him to his face in front of
Yeah, they
everyone.
did.
Asshole.
Yeah, he was literally an asshole to him in front of everyone else in that meeting.
Yeah, you're right.
And all he got was pulled aside to talk in private, respectfully,
Isn't
instead
that
of getting
neat?
chewed at.
Right. The new captain.
Yeah. Man, no wonder he's never gonna pick up Sarge. Oh wait.
You're terrible.
Then again, I never thought I was gonna get selected for Sassar, and that was a fucking surprise as hell can be,
Mm-hmm.
Well, granted, this is the Air Force. I missed picking up staff on my promotion exam and whatnot that I had. I missed it by 0.1 point.
Oh, that's
How? Oh
terrible.
That just means that they only had so many slots, and so what they do is they see how many slots they have to promote, and they look at the people who are in promotion. They select the people, and the last person, that's the cutoff point. So that's what they put as the promotion score. That's how they list the score. That's all.
Yep. So, and then in order to figure out what your score is, you take a promotions test.
Yeah.
Okay, this was when I was in.
Yeah, it's
That's how the Navy does it.
It was
maybe
Air Force core. It was basically a test of Air Force core values and your skills and knowledge exam about your career field.
Yep.
And you combine that with your ports plus any decorations you have, and that's your score.
Yep. And that's why Marine Corps doesn't do those kind of things, because no one would ever.
Not in the
Yeah.
Marine Corps, I guess.
Yeah.
What was the thing?
Hang on. All right, I gotta go. My dad's yelling for my sister. I'm gonna help her out before he comes upstairs and probably whoops her ass or something. So bye.
Okie-doke,
Oh,
bye.
Dana.
What?
My sister had her baby yesterday.
I know, I'm the first one to say congrats.
All right. Sorry, I forgot. I don't remember.
Ah, dear. You were too excited. I understand. Okay, bye.
Bye.
But
Jared, can I wear the second skin in the D suit?
yes, but it won't give you any bonuses for doing so.
Okay. Okay. Probably just sell it or give it to somebody. Do you need an armor? Or wait, what? Never mind. Amanda? Do you have armor?
Do I need armor?
Mm-hmm. I have a second skin.
I do. Yeah, I have the second skin armor.
Oh, okay. So,
Yep.
ask somebody else.
Y'all were afraid of not being able to get.
Oh, we can't give?
Y'all were like, how are we gonna get things if the Federation doesn't have money? And I was like, no, you will have ways of getting things.
Then I'll sell it.
Is out, so I'm just like, I don't know how you get things at all.
Me neither.
Also, like, picked up 2 Needler pistols between sessions, and he basically spent the money and replicated them from a replicator.
Oh.
Hmm.
And then
You
and
get
then sold them?
Sold them.
the thing, and it would just cost you the credits worth. But at least that way you will have a way to get new thing.
Okay.
But if you want fancy upgrades to them and whatnot, that will allow you to go to a market or do something and dealing amongst other people or get the stuff for those up.
Okay.
Alrighty.
Okie doke.
Alrighty.
Bye.
Bye.
Bye.